I first went to the Supreme Court for a case a couple of decades ago. It was black and white to me, and I came out and I'd lost. To this day, I don't understand it. But it is what it is. The ultimate rule over us in terms of right and wrong is not ensconced in the Bible or the Quran or in the animism that most of us appear to be, but is actually ensconced within the judicial system and the judiciary of Ghana. So whether we accept their decisions or not, whether we believe they've been consistent or not, whether we believe there is a bias in terms of the makeup of panels and how they issue their edicts and their rulings or not, it is what we've got. And if we cannot respect that and respect that structure, then it is that we are looking for trouble. And I think this is where we are right now. They've now reacted, and I think they had no choice but to react. Whether it is they should have accepted the pleas of admittance of guilt and left it like that or another is another matter. Whether it is what it is. And as of now, people have been sanctioned, and the directors of radio stations have been brought to book or have been served notice or have been fined. It is what it is. I think that what we have to do, rather than go backwards, which we so like to do as a nation, is to look forwards and look at ourselves. Look at what role that we play as individuals, as we misinform, as we malign, as we sometimes lie, we Photoshop on social media, we plant seeds of discourse, of things that create a negative impression of people, quite often falsely. And it goes unchecked, unregulated. Quite frankly, you're not even quite sure what it is that you're listening to or reading these days. And it is time for us, perhaps off the back of this, to look at ourselves and say, you know what? Enough is enough. We may agree or disagree with the verdict, but let's look at ourselves now. Let's be very careful as it is that we issue pictures and Photoshop pictures of Nana Akufo-Addo, as it is that we do the same of President Mahama. Enough is enough. Maybe it is that we need to, on both sides, starting with the political commentators and their assigns, to say maybe it is, in order to get peace this year, in order to have peace this year, we need to set the example. And that example self, we will regulate ourselves. We'll have a meeting between ourselves, agree to disagree, and set the boundaries to which we can go, and then deal with ourselves internally when any of us cross those boundaries.